Hello everybody, I am The Worm, and welcome back to Danganronpa V3. We're starting with a bit of a somber mood today. We've just finished the second trial, although technically we're not actually finished yet. We, of course, have to hear what Kurumi has to say for herself. And then we're going to have to do the final vote. So I hope you're all mentally prepared for that. I'm not sure I am, but we're going to go through it regardless. I did want to discuss a few things before moving on. And it's with regard to my performance from last time. Obviously, I did not do as well in this trial as I did the first one. And I was kind of... Before starting this recording, I went back and looked at a few things. For one, I went back to the very beginning just to check if the... I wanted to see if the hint I got regarding the... I guess they call it perjury, where you use a lie. I wanted to test it out. Now, it's not like I doubted that it was true, but I don't think I was able to actually get any of the optional lie paths during, while I did the trial last couple episodes. So I went back to the very beginning because I remembered there was a moment where we heard the voices, and that was the hint I got. If you hear voices during a debate, during the non-stop debate, then that's a sign that you can use the lie feature. So I did that. I went back, I tested out of the various statements, and I was actually able to do that. I was able to use the lie on one of the statements, and it was kind of funny. What Shuichi did was essentially just... He actually said that the trick was really magic. That was his lie. So instead of breaking down her magic trick, instead he claims that it really was magic. And funnily enough, Himiko gets flustered when we suddenly support her out of nowhere. But it does seem to be just a sort of minor divergence. It wasn't a whole... The trial didn't go in a huge other direction. It's kind of a different way to get to the same place. So you branch off a bit and then you meet up where you would have been just playing the game normally. So I don't really feel the need to go back through and find all the lies and see all of them. Going forward, it's going to be, I think, if I get to it, I recognize the hint and figure out the statement, then sure, I'll go for it. But one thing that you probably were able to tell just from watching me is that I get real nervous during these gameplay sections. And this is leading into the other thing I wanted to talk about. So I wasn't able to get that Kurumi was the murderer. And of course, well, in the first trial, part of my silence was just how upsetting and sad the situation was. In this case, I was sad that, because it felt a bit like a betrayal, because I trusted Kurumi. But more, my silence was just, I was kind of frustrated. Because, it's a puzzle, and I'm trying to figure it out, and I just was not able to figure it out, and so I was a bit... I was not happy with that. But, so part of what I was trying to say is, when I'm in the middle of the non-stop debates or any of the puzzles, the fact that there's a timer there, and I think I talked about this in Danganronpa 1, it just adds this whole and you know, this is what it's meant to do, of course, but particularly for me, it's really effective, that timer. And so I feel like I can't really think. I feel like I'm panicking and I have to choose someone. And what I've realized when I was looking for this lie in the first section is that when you're in the middle of a nonstop debate or something, you can't save or load or anything. But what you can do is go look at the truth bullets. And I'm sure I knew this at some point, or maybe the game even said, but that's what I should have done. In that last section where Kokichi is asking, you know, who's the culprit? Who's the guy, Shuichi? What I should have done is taken a deep breath, looked at this, gone to the truth bullets, and just tried to figure this thing out. But, you know, because I was suddenly thrust into the position of having to choose and the timer, and I forgot I could just, you know, stop the timer by looking at these, I felt like I had to rush and pick someone. And so what Kokichi said when I chose the wrong person, he said something about the alibis, and so I think what I needed to do was look at this in particular. So, because this was changed, if you'll recall. This particular truth bullet was updated. It says, Shuichi, Kibo, Kyo, Sumugi, and Tenko were forced together in the Ultimate Entomologist Lab from 8 to 11 for the insect meet and greet, yep. 5 minutes past 9 p.m., Himiko and Angie joined as well. Kokichi was in the Ultimate Entomologist Lab until 9 p.m. He was with Kurumi from 9 to 10 p.m. By 11 p.m., he had returned to the lab. And then afterward, I think we all left eventually, and he got stuck. Because his lie was revealed to Gonta, and Gonta kind of, you know, he put Kokichi through his own insect meet and greet, if I'm remembering right. But then it says Kurumi was in the gym until a little before 9 p.m. with Himiko and Angie. From 9 to 10 p.m. she was with Kokichi. And then here's a crucial statement. She was in the gym alone for around 5 minutes. I think that's meant to be after we established how long it could take for someone to do those preparations. I think that was probably a big hint to that statement there. And then the Miu thing is not really. But, And then presumably after she was with Kokichi, that was. Yeah, after she was with Kokichi, so after 10 p.m., that's when she went to the pool and did all her preparations from. Well, of course. She brought Ryoma to his lab, killed him, and then from there orchestrated the attempts to frame Himiko. But yeah, I'm wondering if you can recall your playthrough in this. A couple questions. One, were you able to figure it out? Were you able to tell it was Kurumi? And if you were able to figure it out, what tipped you off? What was was it the alibis or was it something else? The piece of fabric, I don't think I talked about it much. I had assumed it was a part of someone's clothes, but I did not. One thing that totally threw me off is I did not think that someone was riding with Ryoma on the inner tube across the ropeway. I now know that's a ropeway. I'm never gonna forget what a ropeway is now, but yeah, I imagined that the culprit kind of just pushed him and then, you know, he ziplined down and fell into the piranha tank. But of course, then Kokichi, he gave us the little hint where he says someone would have had to carefully put him in there. But again, I was also, what caught me off guard was I didn't realize the inner tube was that big. But again, back to this piece of fabric. I assumed it was a part of someone's clothes, but I feel like there's multiple characters that wear black. I mean, we wear black. Ryoma had some black clothing. I don't think we've ever seen Kokichi wear his cape that he has here, so I don't know about that. Himiko. Maki has some black on her clothing. Tsumugi has some black on her clothing. Even Miyu does. I think my only redeeming thing with regard to suspicion is I did say, before the trial even started, I said I put Kibo and Kurumi on the same level of suspicion, that being they helped with the preparations. So she was technically on my radar, but that is not... When it came down to it, I had no idea. And that's very unfortunate. Gotta say though, one thing that leaves me feeling very good about this trial is my man Kaito. He is on our side still. I'm very happy about that. And he even had a critical, what would it be? Observation or insight? And it was kind of funny because I was about to ask the same question and then he asked it. It was when Kurumi was speaking and she said she's doing this for everyone. And then Kaito, he said the thing. He said, "Who's this everyone you're talking about?" So, you know, Kaito's, on top of being just an all-around good guy, I think, he has his moments of insight. Which you would hope he would have if he's going to be an astronaut. Yeah. Anything else I want to talk about? Certainly, yeah, so me being quiet, it certainly wasn't as an emotional a gut punch as the first trial was. And definitely a bit frustrating that I couldn't guess it, and the whole ropeway thing is just... Yeah, that annoyed me. I feel like if I hadn't had that issue with the ropeway, I could have completed the trial without failing once. Although that's probably not true, considering all the wrong answers I gave when having to pick the culprit. I probably would have failed there either way, so... Yeah. Okay, I feel like I'm just stalling at this point. I'm just, you know... A part of me really doesn't want to see what... I don't want to see the execution, you know? I mean, all things considered... Well, okay, here's one more thing I could talk about before we move on. We're about to find out. Kurumi... What Shuichi and Kaito were figuring was that she probably saw her motivation video. The only question I have now is, did Kokichi show her? Because that would seem to be at odds with Kokichi wanting to set it up so that we all saw it together. And if he did show her, then, you know, he's partially to blame for this whole thing, and that makes me even more upset with Kokichi than I previously was. So, yeah, okay. Let's go back. Let's do this. Oh boy, do I feel nervous. Okay. Let's hear it, Kurumi. Kurumi, that's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive.
Okay, that makes me raise an eyebrow.
But to end like this... Does that mean you admit it?
So did you just receive a request? Well, the motive things, presumably it's someone she cares about, right? So it wasn't just a request from someone random. It had to be a request from someone you care about, right?
Kirumi. Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
Kokichi, we almost lost several times because of you.
So, it's decided.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
You mean, Monosuke?
We don't know that.
Yeah.
Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
That is right. No need to worry.
Oh, Monodem, you're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off! It's voting time!
So, will one of the Monocubs get destroyed this time as well? I am curious. Alright, it's time. Alright, Karumi. It still sucks.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
I want to know. I am so curious if we're gonna see her motive video or not. Or if she'll tell us. One vote for Shuichi, huh?
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
I'm surprised I got an A. I got an A in everything, my goodness. That does surprise me. I'm pretty sure in DR2, if I'm remembering right, I think I rarely got an A. I feel like I remember getting mostly B's and C's or something. I'm not sure though. Yeah, I thought, where was the dang... Where is... Is it Hangman's Gambit? I think it might have been Hangman's Gambit. Wherever I had to do the stupid ropeway thing. Huh. And I see down at the bottom there, back route and 2 question marks. Maybe those were the lies? I think? I got an achievement when I when I loaded back and tried it out. But obviously that was, that was a loaded game. I didn't go through the whole thing again, so it's obviously not marked right here. Details. It doesn't tell me. Okay, I'm surprised I got an A. I'll take it, though. I'll take it.
Oh my!
Goodness.
Yeah, no thanks to you.
You gotta be kidding me!
Although you did throw in a couple hints with the... well, the only one I can think of right off the top of my head is the whole... They had to use their hands to personally put Ryoma in the tank. I mean, this sucks. As I said at the time, I have people I would rather it be. Kokichi, Angie, Miu. There are people I would rather have voted off the island as it is, and unfortunately Kurumi, she's definitely not someone I would.
Yeah.
Wait!
And for one, and this sucks too because, and I mentioned this briefly last time too. She was kind of on our side. We have a couple. We've how to phrase this? We have a couple spheres of influence. We have the Kaide influence team, and then the others. I think nominally kind of Kokichi is the center of gravity there, but they're much more. Yeah, it's essentially Kokichi wants everyone to be individualistic, and he wants to do things on his own, and he's kind of antagonistic. And then we have the Kaide sphere of influence, which is nominally headed by Shuichi, and that was people like Kaito, and I think Tsumugi was in it. Kurumi was in it, is what I'm trying to say. Kurumi was kind of on our side in all those different arguments. And now she's gone, and so it feels like Kokichi and his way of thinking is going to gain more sway. That's what I'm worried about.
No way.
Yoo-hoo! The truth is,
I mean, that's a good question. Was it a ruse, or was it truly the motive video that changed her?
Hey!
Damn it.
no way!
Shut up!
Say.
How?
No.
What?
Um.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I do not agree.
Oh no. I knew there's gonna be. I mean, I was just assuming there's gonna be tragedy involved, but is there gonna be another layer of tragedy on top of everything else?
Damn.
Please!
Understood. I shall take that request.
Well, you know.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. I would have thought it would have been you, Kokichi.
What are you saying?
May I?
Hey!
Oh my goodness. I had not considered that.
Yes.
What a dirty, dirty trick. Because of course, Monokuma set this up that it would be exactly like this. Oh, this sucks. This is like, do you remember in DR1 I might not remember this exactly correctly, but do you remember that whole thing with I'm gonna look her up because I don't want to call her. I feel like I always forget her name, and I end up calling her Ogre. But you know, she kind of took that name and made it her own, so that's why I don't feel bad saying that. But I do want to just say her dang name. I think it started with an M. Maybe not. No, Sakura. Sakura Ogami. Why do I always have so much trouble remembering your name? Sakura. Remember there was that whole thing where she was being blackmailed? And it was all, you know, it was all set up so that she was the assassin, essentially, or the traitor. This feels similar to that, where Monokuma specifically made sure she got her own motive video, and in that motive video, you know, because Monokuma recorded all of them, so he's probably the one responsible for this request, essentially. Even though it's probably not Monokuma making the request, but
The fuck's going on? Huh? No.
say what?
Oh!
Huh?
Get out of town. No way.
Dumbass!
Okay, do I actually believe this?
Yeah?
I'm sorry.
No.
Okay. Yeah? Yeah!
Daddy!
Hey, Father!
Okay, so it was the plan.
Hey,
What? You stupid!
Well now.
I see.
Really? Was it really random?
Oh, I see.
Hey!
What's wrong?
Okay, if it really was random, then that sucks.
Yes.
Although, to be fair, there's no way to know if everyone had actually received their motivation videos. You know, it very well could be the case someone else could have done it. It just so happened Kurumi was the one to get it, so I don't think. You know, maybe it's harsh, too harsh to blame Kurumi that much. Although obviously she can still be blamed for committing murder.
So,
That's right.
Oh, we're just gonna watch it, okay. Oh my goodness.
all right! Back by popular demand, it's time for the motive video! Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado, Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid. With clients in politics and finance, this elite maid is renowned for completing any request. One fateful day, she was suddenly summoned by one of her most influential clients, the Prime Minister.
Of course, you know, just average maid client. Okay, I know. She's the ultimate maid, not average.
The Prime Minister had a request of utmost importance. He requested that she use her talent as the ultimate maid to serve her country. He asked Kirumi to
Make this country great again.
and transferred all his authority to her.
Really?
no one suspected that the Prime Minister's new secretary was secretly running the country. And over time, she became the de facto Prime Minister. Only Kirumi could save the country from impending doom. Yes, the future of the country rests entirely on her capable shoulders. But Kirumi is up to the task, for she only accepts requests that only she can fulfill. She is driven by the belief that her citizens are the most important people in her life. Oh, and while we're on the subject of those important people, an unfortunate event will soon befall those vermin and sheeple. What event, you ask? It's a secret. Find out for yourself.
I mean, event? That sounds a bit similar to, what was the dang thing called? The biggest, most baddest, worst, awful, most crazy, awful event in human history? I can't remember exactly how they phrased it, but it sounds similar to that. Wow. I mean, I think it was mentioned before that she took crazy secret missions, like she was some kind of secret agent. But definitely didn't guess that she was actually the leader of a country. That's a bit of a surprise. Although we have had, in DR2, we did have royalty. But that's a bit different from what this actually is. Huh. Okay. So there's an imminent danger to the people of Japan, and she felt that because of that, she had to get out of here to save them. In her capacity as secret prime minister.
Huh?
That is not what I was imagining. I was imagining that, I don't know, because she's a maid, you know, I was imagining some kind of family that she was serving, and that in the video it was going to be, you know, her master or previous master or something like that. And he formally requested her to come save his family or something like that. That's what I was thinking. But this is a bit more than that.
What?
Yes.
You only remembered it upon watching the video. Interesting.
Wait!
What is this?
I do not agree. This is my selfless devotion.
Wow.
I was called upon to lift the country out of a dire situation. I swore to serve and help all its citizens. As the ultimate maid, I have advised politicians many times in the past, but he wanted me to prioritize saving the country from an unprecedented crisis.
Did you happen to remember what that crisis is?
I fully accepted this request. As a maid, it is a great honor to serve the nation itself.
What did I do?
I see.
Huh?
You know, Tenko, I can believe it. This is Danganronpa. There's very few things you could do. Well, you would surprise me, but I could accept that it's true.
You really don't get it.
How rude!
I see.
Incredible.
But
Actually. Yoo-hoo!
I do not know.
Is it because you don't remember? Yeah. Does it have something to do with the ultimate hunt?
That's...
Oh, thank you, Shuichi.
That is correct.
Huh?
I mean, maybe, but it's all so vague. I don't know.
I do not know.
The end wall.
This is my selfless devotion.
Except, Ryoma, I guess.
My apologies.
But I can understand. Well, I can't understand. I am certainly. I have never been a prime minister, so I cannot say I understand that. But I can try to imagine it. So, in my imagination, it certainly seems like that would be, a huge weight, a huge burden.
If so...
I know you're all very surprised I've never been a prime minister, but it's true. Never been.
But
So the sake of the many instead of the few here.
I don't like that. Why?
Yeah, but at the beginning of this trial, Monokuma made a very ominous statement. He said something like everyone else is already dead, or something like that. So I'm a bit worried. I don't know why I put a bit on there. I am worried. I'm just worried. We already dealt with a DR1 and 2. We're already dealing with a kind of post-apocalyptic scenario. Did we have another apocalypse? Are we post-apocalypse now?
wait!
Always messing around.
Bears do not lie.
Bears do not lie.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
Huh? 100%.
Okay, this goes back to my question of whether this is truly in the same timeline as the other Danganronpa games. Now, clearly our cast have had their memories messed with, so maybe it could still be the same DR universe, and we've already had all the events of the previous games happen. In which case, it's only due to their memories being messed with that they don't remember that, yes, at one point in time, Monokuma really did hold the fate of the world in his hands.
What are you trying to pull?
'cause. Shing! Yo!
Shut up!
Oh? Dang it!
Oh, I see.
That is...
Oof.
Huh? Weird.
I do not agree.
Oh, did you tell him?
Do you agree?
Huh?
That is...
Son of a gun.
That is correct.
And we know he was looking for some kind of reason.
Got it. You're...
And then, he turned his back toward me. At that moment, my determination solidified. A person like him would have noticed my bloodthirst emanating. He already knew. He forfeited his life right then and there. That is correct.
Man, that sucks. But the thing is, it's not just him that she's sacrificing. If she succeeded, she's sacrificing the rest of us too.
Then...
But of course, I'm sure she already knew all that. But I guess that means both Ryoma and her just were okay with sacrificing all of us for the sake of, everyone outside.
But...
What?
Because...
What are you talking about?
Wait! Huh? Well, you know.
I told you. Why? What?
Yeah. But
Hey,
no.
Hmm.
Jeez. In other words, please.
Man, now I'm expecting it to be something cruel like his video was blank or didn't have anything on it.
that's true.
Well, you know.
Hey!
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Okie dokie.
Wow, that sucks.
All right! Back by popular demand, it's time for the motive video! Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado... This message is for Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro! Unfortunately, there is no one in the world who is important to you. I'm so sorry. Really, I am. You have my deepest sympathies. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
Talk about a kick to the teeth. Although, I wouldn't put it past Monokuma to do that on purpose. Specifically because he knew the state of mind Ryoma was in. You know, if these videos are meant, they're personalized for each of us to give us the, you know, a good reason to kill. Or I guess in Ryoma's case, to be killed and further the game, then I'd say there's a non-zero chance that that was strategic rather than actually true. But on the other hand, I can also see it being true, which sucks.
Always messing around.
I see.
It can't be.
Damn.
But... Because...
Yes. For everyone. My apologies.
Well, you should have used that motivation to get out of here with all of us. Should have followed Kaide's plan. Even though I know this is a Danganronpa game and there's no way that would happen.
You need something?
Hey!
Oh my goodness.
Huh?
That's an incredible offer, Gonta, but unfortunately I don't think Monokuma's gonna go for it.
Gonta!
Wow.
Unfortunately.
Jeez.
Huh?
Oh, man.
Once again, the game is just trying to dunk on Shuichi and get him to doubt his abilities.
Shuichi!
Thank you, Kaito.
Huh?
Hey! All right! Listen up. I mean... Don't worry about it. Of course!
Jeez. But
Yeah, Kaito's a good guy.
so divine!
I've come to that conclusion. And I was so worried at the outset that he was gonna be the guy. I shouldn't have doubted him.
Shut up!
But
Huh?
because
Oof.
Huh? But
Ooh, that is a very frightening face.
You mean...
Really?
Oh my goodness.
Cut it out.
That is correct. You must live.
huh?
I see.
You must live. I will survive! Ah! I have to escape! I won't die here!
Damn it!
Please run!
Hurry!
Damn.
Hey! Please!
I will live! I refuse to die in a hellhole like this!
Now then, I've prepared a special punishment for Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid.
For my nation! For my people!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I will not die!
Really?
It's okay. It's fine.
Eh?
Let's get along. We are all friends. I will not forgive that.
Huh?
Wonderful.
That's nice. They're so cute. They're so freaking cute. How horrible!
Stop it!
I don't like that.
I'll protect you! Come on, come on! Kazatua says so.
I see, yes.
That's true.
Okay.
Hey, hey! Of course!
However...
Uh,
That's...
Huh?
Uh,
I see. What?
Okay. Hmm.
Okay.
yeah,
Oh dear.
that's so mean. It's a lie. Because...
You're right.
That's right.
Man. It's never easy to watch. Never easy to watch one of those executions. Ugh. And of course, the strange revelation that something about the videos makes us remember certain things. I mean, considering all the past memory manipulation that we've had across all of Danganronpa, the various games, part of me wonders if, could there be false memories? We've had memories getting erased, and then memories returned. Have we had false memories yet? I'm not sure. But again, with the crazy technology and circumstances that has been presented across the various games and stories, it's not something that would, it could be surprising, but I could believe it. We lost 2.
For now.
You're right.
I feel like we should just break those motive videos. Just, I don't know, toss them in the fountain there or something. Just get rid of them.
Why, you! I won't forgive you! It'll be okay. What's wrong?
But...
Oh no.
Why? Hey, so...
Is that the twist?
Okay.
Are we on some space colony? Come on. What are you doing to me, game?
Hey!
Huh?
Well,
Okay, scary Kokichi, what is it?
what is it?
You get it?
Huh?
Are you gonna say Shuichi because he lied that one time? Maki, huh?
Huh?
What?
Ah. Well, you know. Huh?
Say what? Are you not the ultimate child caretaker?
Which means...
Hold on!
How, why, who, when, where, what? I guess you're right, because Maki's reacting to this. Look, Maki, if you were trying to... This kind of is confirming what he's saying.
You know, this is an interesting turn of events. Would you really kill me in front of everyone?
Hey, Maki! What the hell's going on?
Yeah, you can probably snap my neck like a twig right now, but that's not your style. You would rather kill from the shadows.
What, Ultimate Assassin or something?
Right?
Okay.
Miss Ultimate Assassin.
Yeah, Ultimate Assassin, that guy got that one. There we go. That was a cool CG there. I clicked away too fast. That was kind of cool looking. Okay, so that's probably why she didn't want us going into her room. Because there's probably not, you know, cribs and various caretaking gear. It's probably more like knives and bombs and guns and various things of that nature. Okay. We're gonna call it here. Wow, there was a lot that happened there. Okay. Alright. Before we start the next chapter next time, I think I'm gonna try to just sum things up because a whole lot got said by a lot of different people, and then we just got that huge reveal at the end. So I'm gonna need to make sure I'm on the same page as I am now when I start up again next time. Okay. Oh. All right. I've been the Worm. This has been Danganronpa V3. I have no idea what comes next because we keep taking a lot of turns here. She was the Prime Minister, huh? Okay. Alrighty. I hope you're all doing alright, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.